Good morning everybody. This is about the use case diagram of an ATM system. Use case diagram shows us a set of actors, set of operations that can be carried out by the actors, and all the operations lay inside the system. We call that as a context of the system, and the customers lay outside the system, that is the actors like customer and the bank lay outside the context of the system. In this case, the customer performs some set of operations. Every operation is treated as a use case. The customer may perform insert card, get his PIN validated, change his PIN number, that is managing his PIN number, get the balance, perform withdraw cash. Now every operation, we are treating it as a use case, is somehow related to the bank. Hence the bank validates the PIN, bank gets back with the new PIN value, gives the balance of the customer, and enables the withdraw cash transaction. In this case, every use case can be elaborated further with what is the logic that can go behind each of these use cases. Consider the case of a withdrawal use case. In this case, the customers enter such amount, and the amount should be less than the balance available in his bank, and it should not exceed the day limit. For example, if the bank says that it should not cross beyond 40,000 per day transaction, like that, and if it also checks with whether the amount is available in the ATM cash dispenser or not. If all the three conditions are true, then the amount is released and the card is also released. Even if one of these conditions is false, the customer is prompted to enter a new amount, so that the following again the conditions are checked further. Now this is shown as an extension towards the use case called as withdraw. If a customer selects an amount, the amount will be refused if it is not having the sufficient balance. The withdraw operation will be refused even if it is exceeding the day limit. The withdraw option will be refused even if the ATM system is not having a sufficient cash. So this sort of elaborations is done with what is called as an activity diagram. This shows the overall workflow. In due course, it may depend on some other use cases of the system. For example, if a person would like to perform a withdraw cash, automatically the PIN validation is performed by the bank. Now these operations could be implemented in what is called as an activity diagram. Activity diagram is like a flow chart which uses some set of symbols like start, stop, perform decision making. As we said that it should not exceed the day limit. All such cases can be worked with this symbol. And there is a fork and join symbols. In this case, when some parallel activities we would like to perform, we go for what is called as fork. Once these parallel activities are finished, then we go for what is called as join. And every activity is represented by what is called as a lozenge shape. And the conditions, whether they are true or false, or balance is less or greater, these all shown on the transition with the symbol, rectangular enclosed symbols. So with the withdrawal case study, the activity diagram related to withdrawal use case is, we used to start the system and the amount is selected by the customer, behind which the PIN validation and the card validation are automatically done by the bank, and the balance is checked with the balance of the customer. If it is less than the balance, then the customer is checked for the day card limit. If it is less than the day card limit, the customer is checked for the amount, whether that amount is available in the cash dispenser or no. If this is available, then the card is returned and the cash is released, and then we go for stop. Even if one of these conditions fail, that means if the amount is greater than the balance available in the customer is prompted back to select a new amount. And even if the amount is exceeding the day limit, the customer is asked to select the new amount. Similarly, if the amount is not available in the cash dispenser, again the customer is asked for selecting a new amount. This is how the workflow is shown behind every use case. So every use case can be elaborated by what is called as an activity diagram. So activity diagram gives a detailed description about what is happening behind, what is the logic behind every use case, and how it can be decoded back using the forward engineering technique. Thank you very much for listening to this class.